For centuries, humanity has looked to the stars, dreaming of colonizing Mars and exploring distant galaxies. But what if the next great frontier isn't out in space, but beneath the waves? Imagine an entire city submerged in the ocean, where people live, work, and thrive under the sea. Picture glass-domed skyscrapers towering above the ocean floor, deep-sea farms growing food, and glowing corridors connecting futuristic neighborhoods, all while schools of fish glide past. But how realistic is this vision? Could humans truly build a livable, sustainable city beneath the waves? In this video, we'll explore the possibilities of underwater living, from the cutting-edge technology making it possible to the challenges we must overcome. The dream of living underwater isn't just science fiction. It's closer than you think. Humans have always been fascinated by the ocean. Ancient Greek legends told of Atlantis, a magnificent city swallowed by the sea. Leonardo da Vinci designed one of the first concepts for an underwater breathing device, and in the 20th century, science fiction films and novels imagined futuristic underwater civilizations. But beyond myths and fiction, real-life exploration has been pushing the limits of what's possible beneath the surface. In 1943, Jacques Cousteau and Émile Gagnon invented the aqualung, revolutionizing scuba diving and allowing humans to explore the ocean more freely than ever before. In the 1960s, underwater research labs like Cousteau and Sealab proved that humans could live underwater for extended periods. Today, deep-sea explorers use high-tech submersibles to reach the ocean's most extreme depths, uncovering entire ecosystems we never knew existed. With each breakthrough, we've moved one step closer to turning the ocean into our new home. But building a permanent city underwater requires far more than just diving technology. It requires rethinking how we design and sustain human habitats. Constructing a city on land is one thing, but beneath the ocean? That presents an entirely new set of challenges. At just 100 feet below the surface, the pressure is 3 times greater than on land. A structure at extreme depths must be built to withstand immense forces, or constant exposure to salt water, which means traditional materials would degrade quickly. New materials must be developed to resist rust and deterioration. Unlike surface cities, underwater habitats must have a constant supply of breathable air, efficient waste management, and climate control systems. To make underwater cities a reality, engineers are exploring groundbreaking solutions. Using marine-friendly concrete and bioengineered coral-like structures, future cities could be built directly on the ocean floor. Large glass or reinforced acrylic domes could house entire communities, protecting them from the ocean's pressures while allowing for breathtaking underwater views. Instead of resting on the seafloor, some designs propose floating habitats tethered to the ocean floor, able to rise and fall with the tides. As technology advances, these concepts are becoming more than just ideas. They're blueprints for the future. But why should we build cities under the sea? The benefits could be revolutionary. With Earth's land becoming increasingly crowded, the ocean provides vast, untapped space. Underwater cities could ease the strain on overcrowded coastal regions while offering new areas for settlement. The ocean contains immense resources, from rare minerals in deep-sea vents to abundant seafood and renewable energy sources. Underwater cities could extract valuable minerals without the environmental destruction of surface mining. Also, utilize ocean currents and thermal vents to generate clean, renewable power. Expand marine farming and aquaculture to help feed the growing global population. By living in underwater cities, scientists would have direct access to the ocean's secrets. Permanent research stations could study deep-sea life, monitor climate change, and develop new medical treatments from marine organisms. Building cities under the ocean sounds exciting, but we must be careful. The ocean is home to millions of animals, plants, and delicate ecosystems. If we're not responsible, we could harm marine life and damage the environment. The ocean is full of life, from tiny fish to giant whales. If we build underwater cities, we need to make sure we don't destroy their homes. Some ways to protect marine life include building away from coral reefs and important ecosystems to avoid harming sea creatures, creating artificial reefs, man-made structures that help fish and other marine life find new homes, using eco-friendly materials that don't pollute the water or harm sea creatures. If people live underwater, they will create waste, just like in regular cities. We must prevent pollution and keep the water clean. This can be done by recycling and managing waste properly so nothing harmful enters the ocean. Using clean energy sources like ocean currents and solar power to reduce pollution. Monitoring water quality to make sure the ocean stays healthy. To make underwater cities work for a long time, we must make them self-sustaining. That means they should use natural ocean energy, like wave power and underwater turbines, for electricity. Grow food underwater through aquaculture, fish farming, and underwater gardens. Use smart designs that blend with nature so humans and marine life can live together peacefully. If we build underwater cities the right way, they can actually help the ocean. By designing cities to work with nature instead of against it, we can protect marine life and create a better future. Instead of harming the ocean, what if our cities helped rebuild coral reefs, cleaned pollution, and made the sea healthier? This is the balance we must aim for: progress without destruction. With the right technology and planning, humans and marine life can share the ocean in harmony. The question is, are we ready to make this vision a reality? While the idea of underwater cities may seem futuristic, we're already taking steps toward making them a reality. The Ocean Spiral project by a Japanese engineering firm envisions a self-sustaining underwater city that could house thousands. Also, the Underwater Dubai project is experimenting with submerged hotels and floating infrastructure. NASA is even studying underwater habitats as training grounds for future space colonization. The dream of underwater cities is no longer just a fantasy. It's an inevitable step in humanity's journey. As we push the boundaries of technology and rethink how we live, the ocean offers a new frontier filled with possibilities. So, the question is no longer if we can build cities beneath the waves, it's when. And when that day comes, will you be ready to take the plunge?